That was a report done by Channels Television in March 2015 in the center of this controversy over the role of the military in Ekiti and Osun election, precisely in that Ekiti governorship election of 2014. It was popular then, called the Ekiti Gate. Well, let me quickly show you some figures of that election. Mr. Ayodele Fayose was declared winner of that election. He was then the candidate of the PDP, and he polled 203,090 votes. And of course, the percentage of total votes cast for Mr. Fayose was put at 56% of the total vote. His immediate, the governor, the past governor, will run on the platform of the APC. Dr. Kaude Fayemi had 120,433 votes, and he had 33% of vote. If you look at some of the figures broken down for you, if we bring it to you in a moment, the total percentage turnout is 50%, and out of all that, Mr. Fayose got 56% of the entire vote cast. The entire vote cast is 360,455 votes. But then, a lot of controversies still raging that particular Ekiti Gate, and more revelations we understand in the works now, as the man who is the former PDP secretary, Dr. Tokwe Aluko, who is no more with Governor Ayodele Fayose, joins me in the studio. He says he has a lot of revelations on how the military was used in that particular election. I understand that he was one of those who gave testimonies at the military investigation into the particular election there and the role of the military. He joins us now in the studio on Sunday Politics. Thank you so much for joining us on the program.
Good evening, Shane. Good evening, viewers.
Let me start by asking you. You were a former secretary. You were the secretary of the, you are still the secretary?
Yes, we are in court. I'm still the secretary, but then I was still the secretary.
So I understand you were dismissed. You were.
No.
I have evidence to that you were dismissed from the PDP. And if I may just read out to you the letter of your dismissal from your expulsion, and that's why the letter dated November 5, 2015.
November 5, 2015. Written by who?
Written by the National Organizing Secretary of the PDP.
Go and check our constitution. Mustafa. That's Mustafa now. He was the one that given the primaries for us. That's Mustafa. I know him very well.
Are you still a member of the PDP?
Yes, I am. And I'm not leaving PDP.
Okay.
I told Fayose to his face, I won't leave PDP. For him, because I brought him into PDP. I was the 2011 Ekiti Central 1 House of Rep candidate, general election, when Fayose was in Labour, doing Senate. So we contested against each other. I brought him with Right Honorable Femi Bamishile. I brought him into PDP. I got him the State Congress. I was the secretary because we agreed that he said he would want to be governor, and I told him, if you want to be governor, I want to be chief of staff. And Right Honorable Femi Bamishile said he would want to be the deputy governor. And we saw with the Holy Bible thrice, with a sitting senator in our presence then.
Who is the sitting senator?
Duro Fasheyi, Senator right. Duro Fasheyi.
Just before we dig into those facts, I need you to
You can't send me away from PDP.
Hold on, I need you to clear your name because this letter states that...
It's not from the secretary, neither is it from the chairman.
This is the logo of your party, the signature of Abubakar Mustafa.
It is not from the secretary, it is not from the... I know so much about the constitution. So, we use the constitution for Fayose. We use it for him for the primaries. Even when the consensus were fighting against us, you could remember Right Honorable Kola Adefemi, the pioneer speaker of Ekiti State House of Assembly. So I know what I'm talking about when we are talking about PDP.
You were also, I understand that you sued for the PDP.
Yes.
You gave testimonies of the fact that the elections were...
That was in the lower tribunal. That was in the lower tribunal.
And what were those things that you said?
No, they asked whether the military thumb-printed, and I said no. And I said no, because we had an agreement. It's unfortunate that Fayose is not here, because we had an agreement. Fayose said we should lose Bamidele's word, MOB's word, so as to be able to buttress what we are about to do, and then we should lose Ishon for Fayemi.
But it looks like things are no longer good between you and Mr. Fayose, because from what you're saying, it showed so much that you and Governor Fayose were very close.
We were very close. I've been with him in the last 40 years. So I was his chief advisor or chairman, government advisory committee in his first term. I was jailed for 3 months in his first term with the PA, Chief Okondo, Chief Omolafe that died immediately after. Yes, I did immediately after the incursion into, because we did an incursion into the Federal High Court so as to be able to swear him in.
So you participated in the incursion?
Well, he come from Ghana and we did it. So
you participated in the
incursion? No, I won't say that. But he monitored and we executed.
You were there on that very day?
Yes, I was there.
Okay, tell me more about this matter of the election. Was the election rigged?
Yes.
How do you mean?
Before the primaries, we are 4 and 5. Before the primaries...
You mean you are 4 and 5 with
Fayose?
Governor Fayose?
Yes, Governor Fayose. Before the primaries, we had this belief that because Jonathan was coming out for second term, and because we are going to be the first election in the Southwest. So, at a meeting, we told him that Northeast, North West, and North Central may not be too sure for you because the Hausas are clamoring for presidency. And that you now have Southeast and South-South. You must manage the Southwest. And it was on the basis of that we told him that he must manage Southwest. So because of that, because of his interest, and because of after winning the primaries, even before winning the primaries, we did so many security reports to tell Mr. President then, Goodluck Jonathan, doctor, that he must make sure that we manage a Southwest zone. And it was because of that he gave us the head of the security agencies. That's the Minister for State for Defense, Obanikoro, and Minister for Police Affairs.
So that was the arrangement. It was an arrangement to get.
Because we know that APC was everywhere in Southwest. And we must, naturally, capture part of Southwest. If we want to balance what our brothers in the North were likely to bring down. And it's just about strategy.
So that was a strategy you said.
Yes, and that was why President Jonathan bought into it. And
that was why according to you, the former Minister Obanikoro was appointed?
Yes.
And you were saying...
given that responsibility. Yes.
Okay, now tell me, you were at the tribunal to say that the election was not rigged, at the lower tribunal.
I didn't say that. They asked me a question. They asked so many questions. And because I was the closest to Governor Fayose, I was the principal witness immediately after the election. I was the principal witness. That is to tell you that the genesis from is coming into the party, is hijacking the party through Right Honorable Femi Bamishile and myself, and then doing his waiver. I did his waiver for him, single-handedly, with the help of Senator Buruji and NWC there. And we were also the ones, I went to Ibadan and signed 12 affidavits so as to remove the Southwest Air School, put there by President Obasanjo, because we know that Segun Oni, Onilola, and who was there, Bode Mustafa, they were all with Obasanjo, and they would not allow us to go for primaries because they were mooting the idea of consensus. So we had to go to court, and we got the judgment, pushing them aside and putting the President Adeyanju, the National Auditor, the National Secretary, and we put Filani there initially.
So
Filani now step aside.
You were saying that the election was rigged?
Yes.
The election in Ekiti?
Yes.
The 2014 governorship election?
Yes, it was rigged systematically.
How?
I will now explain it to you. We had a meeting that we asked for security and funds at Aso Rock, and we were given security and funds.
So you were there?
Yes, I was.
Who were the other people there?
Initially, it was just the CNC, Muazu, Fayose,
the former NSA.
The former NSA was not in attendance. It was Muazu. It was a small meeting.
The PDP chairman.
Yes,
the former PDP chairman.
The former PDP chairman.
Okay.
It was a small meeting, and President Jonathan agreed that, okay, if I will need Ekiti and you are Ayo, you are very good. I've heard all the reports saying that you are good, you can deliver. Okay, we will support you. That was the first meeting. The second meeting was more about, that was immediately after the primaries. Immediately after the primaries in March, the meeting, yes, in March. It was there that we had Obanikoro, Jalili was minister then.
Jalili Adesina.
Yes. Senator Yola Omishore. It was a combination of.
Where
Oshun.
was this meeting?
It was in the villa. It was a combination of Oshun and Ekiti people. And basically at that meeting, they were just saying, how are we going to move on to take the Southwest? So we didn't, at that stage, we did not do anything illegal at that stage. But before primaries, His Excellency Ayodele Fayose said that we can only win using the military. So it was, then we now came up with a plan. That was about May. I will ask you to now show a slide.
Okay, okay, just a moment,